turned pro back in 2016 in Cebu. And he beat a Filipino, Michael Roda, in a 4-round decision in that fight.
Right now, let's turn it over to ring announcer Mark Luntayao.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is 6 rounds under featherweight category. Let us now call on our first fighter from the blue corner, fighting out of Fight Factory Boxing Gym, the Philippines, Landy Cris Leon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us call on here inside the ring his opponent from the red corner. He is the fighting pride of Singapore, the chosen one, Muhammad Ridwan. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still live from the beautiful city of Resorts World Manila here in Pasay City, Philippines. Well, tonight, Senator Manny Pacquiao's MP Promotions and Scott Patrick Farrell's Ringstar Asia in association with Sandman Promotions and Omega proudly present Rising Stars, sponsored by Resorts World Manila, Extreme Philippines, Show My House, and Pound to Pound Fitness. And we are shown live here in the Philippines on ABS-CBN Sports and Action and live in over 40 countries worldwide. This bout is sanctioned by the Games and Amusements Board Chairman Abraham Khalil B. Mitra, Commissioners Ed Trinidad and Marma Sangid, and Chief for Pro Boxing and Other Contact Sports, June Bautista. The 3 judges at ringside scoring this contest in a 10-point must system will be Sammy Bernabe, Gerald Tomeldan, and Eduardo Nobleza. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, ladies and gentlemen, the veteran attorney, Danrex Tapdasan. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red with white, official weight 124 pounds. He has a professional record of 11 victories, 18 defeats, 5 draws, with 5 of his victories coming by way of knockout. He's fighting out of Fight Factory Boxing Gym, the Philippines. Here's Landy Cris Leon. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white with black, official weight 127 pounds. He has a record of 11 victories, only 1 defeat, with 8 of his victories coming by way of knockout. He is a 3-time Southeast Asian Games bronze medalist, the former WBA Asia Super Featherweight Champion, former IBO Intercontinental Featherweight Champion, and the fighting pride of the Lion City, the Singapore, fighting out the Legends Fight Sport, the chosen one, Muhammad Ridwan.
6 rounds. I want you to have a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Okay? Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
Our second fight of the night. 6 rounds. And here we go.
And this is in the featherweight division. And Anthony, you see Scott Farrell, the CEO of Ringstar Asia, in the corner of Mohammed Ridwan of Singapore. And that shows you the kind of support Ringstar Asia is giving Ridwan. We did say he turned pro in the Philippines. He has beaten 3 Filipinos so far in his career. As we mentioned, he's already signed up to fight in a rematch. The only man who has beaten him, Paulo Zambunda, that'll be on July 19th. But he's got to be able to take care of business first, right here, right now, against Cris Leon.
Well, Cris Leon will try to steal some of the fireworks here, if he possibly can. He wants to introduce himself to a worldwide audience, Quinito.
Well, Cris Leon, you know, he's a journeyman. He's fought twice in China. He did score a knockout in China against a Thailander. He's also fought in Japan. So he's seen a lot of action in different countries. And you see him now taunting Ridwan, smiling after getting a shot from Ridwan.
You know, Ridwan might be probably the best boxer to come out of Singapore, Quinito.
I think so. Some mocking tactics here being shown by Leon. But looks like Ridwan is unfazed. He's a smooth boxer. We're talking of Ridwan. He did win those bronze medals in the Southeast Asian Games. He's a polished amateur fighter. And now in the pros, he's trying to bring that winning tradition. Nice combination that time by Ridwan.
That right getting in, but not too much power behind it. Doing the stalking here early is Cris Leon.
Nice landing there. Again, the combination coming from Ridwan. Leon throwing some punches to the body. When they're coming close together, you see Leon trying to sneak in some body shots.
Under a minute remaining in round number 1.
Leon fighting out of the southpaw stance.
Not too much damage done here, Quinito. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you see Leon trying to find his rhythm and keeping a safe distance away is Ridwan. He wants to dictate tempo from a distance using that reach advantage and plus that left jab which he keeps pumping. Keeping Leon away, and then some shots there by Ridwan, and then Leon coming right back.
More of a feeling out round more than anything else here. Round number 1 is over.
A little more precision in the punching of Ridwan in that round. And Leon looking a little wild in some instances. So he needs to be able to settle down and get his punches together.
This round's best action is brought to you by Show My House.
And that's a combination punching right there, coming from Ridwan. And then Leon coming back with the right hand. And then pushing Ridwan towards the ropes and locking his head in a reverse headlock and going down on his knees.
That looked like a takedown more than anything else for mixed martial arts.
A very close first round, I would say. Very close. You can make a case for either fighter.
As we enter now round number 2, attorney Dan Rex Tabdasan saying, let's do it. And again, it starts out just like what we've seen in the first. A lot of feeling around. Missed punches from both fighters. Right connecting, but again, not too much power behind that one from Ridwan.
You see that Leon is turning this into a brawl. He's sticking close to Ridwan, realizing that Ridwan has that combination punching from a distance. So he doesn't want Ridwan to set up. He's crowding him, and as Ridwan comes in, he throws that big right hand and ties him up.
That's smart strategy, Quinito.
Yeah. He's trying to throw Ridwan's rhythm off track.
And obviously you
Leon.
can see Ridwan is not yet in the groove.
Well, he's trying to figure out what kind of style he needs to be able to throw off Leon. Leon is being very aggressive, being like the brawler that he is. Remember, he's got a lot of experience. He's fought overseas. He also has a lot of losses to his name. But he's had 34 fights against only 12 fights for Ridwan. So experience in the side of Leon. Seen a lot of action through the years.
Can he use that advantage here? He's trying, and trying early.
You know, despite the edge of Leon in experience, he's actually younger than Ridwan. He's 27 years old. Ridwan is 31 years old. Ridwan turned pro at a late age because of an extended amateur career, fighting for Singapore in the Southeast Asian Games. Ridwan saying no impact.
Actually, no real big punch from either fighter. And here comes Leon. Both of them smiling at each other.
Leon actually doing a good job here in the second round. You know, I feel that Ridwan is a little bit intimidated by Leon. The way Leon has been moving that time. Left hand connecting that jab. Finding the mark against Leon. Now Ridwan has to be more active. He's got to throw those punches in combinations. Oh, that time Leon connecting just as Ridwan was coming in. Ridwan smiling at Leon.
There's actually been more smiling here, Quinito, than actual punches thrown.
And Leon connecting once more. He just missed a big right hand, a left hand rather. Now
That
Ridwan
left will
coming
enter.
back. There you go. Some nice combination punching and some uppercuts thrown here by Ridwan. Great finish there by Ridwan. But did he do enough to take that round? That's a big question mark.
Very good question, Quinito.
Yeah.
Looked like Cris Leon controlled most of that fight, but that late flurry just might have stolen the round. As we take a look at the round's best action, brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness.
You see the slow-mo action from round number 2 as Leon being very aggressive and connecting with the right hand just as Ridwan was slipping away. Ridwan had that late flurry, but as you said, Anthony, Leon appeared to control the action from the start of that round.
Let's see if Ridwan's going to be able to make some adjustments, because it seems like the brawling tactics of the veteran here, the gentleman with more fights, Cris Leon, is really dictating the fight.
Well, it's a tough challenge here for Ridwan. He's got to be able to show a lot more than what he has shown so far.
Let's see if round 3 will be it here for Ridwan.
That time Ridwan connected with a shot just as Leon was coming in. Leon wild with that shot.
We'd like to remind everybody to follow Ringstar Asia on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Ringstar Asia.
Again, distance fighting here coming from Ridwan. And Leon pulling Ridwan down. That's the second takedown that he has done in this fight.
That scores no points, Quinito.
Yeah, but I think he's going to get a warning here from referee Dan Rex Tapdasan. That's the second time that he's done it. So he's roughhousing. You know, this is Jeff Horn. This is Jeff Horn
That's a
all
good
over
point
again.
with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah,
Exactly.
trying to roughhouse Muhammad Ridwan, and his idea is just to throw Ridwan off his rhythm.
Well, it worked for Jeff Horn, Quinito. Let's see if it works here for Cris
well,
Leon.
I thought maybe the judges shouldn't have scored it the way they did in that fight against Horn and Pacquiao.
Not to mention the fact that the referee didn't do his job.
Right, referee Mark Nelson in that fight. But here, referee Tapdasan realizing that Cris Leon needed to get a warning, rather a stern warning for what he's been doing in roughhousing Ridwan.
Next time he does it, he might get a point
Oh
deduction.
yeah, I would think so.
Now Ridwan being a little bit more aggressive here. He wants to show everybody that he is taking control of this fight.
Well, I thought in round number 1 he was precise with his combinations. And then in the second round, Leon sort of took the initiative. Some punches to the body, and they're way below the belt here, coming from Leon. He's really roughhousing. He's brawling.
Well, the corner of Leon going nuts. They feel that
Oh,
their
nice
fighters
shot.
got the advantage. That right really connected. But
And
Ridwan comes right back.
Oh, great recuperative powers there by Ridwan. He took a shot, a right uppercut, and then Ridwan coming right back, not wanting to give Leon an edge.
Action really picking up here. That is a big left.
Ridwan on his heels. But you know, he settles down very quickly. If he gets hit, he adjusts and comes right back.
Doesn't seem like it gets phased, Quinito.
No, I thought he might have been intimidated back in round number 2. But I think he's got his wits together.
They trade punches once again.
Leon throwing shots here, but Ridwan appears to be the better conditioned fighter.
10 seconds. Great third round. The crowd on its feet.
Leon is missing a lot, and good defense here by Muhammad Ridwan. And that's the kind of action the fans are enjoying here at Resorts World Manila.
This sports special is brought to you by MPpromotion, Ring Star Asia, Sandman Promotion, Omega Sports, Resorts World Manila, Extreme, Show My House, Pound for Pound Fitness, International Boxing Federation, Sports in Action.
Around the world.
I would like to welcome everybody back to Rising Stars, brought to you by MP Promotions and Ring Star Asia in cooperation with Omega and Sandman. Round number 4 of a scheduled 6-round bout. The crowd going wild, not just because of the fight, but the Senator, Manny Pacquiao, is already in the house.
We're in round number 4. It's been a very competitive fight so far. I thought in round number 3, Leon showing signs of running out of gas. And, you know, the better conditioned fighter is going to win this fight. That's for sure. Ridwan connecting that time with some punches just as Leon was coming in.
Well, the action has really picked up here. There's a lot of the people's attention now outside of the ring because even Ron Artes has finally arrived, Quinito.
Ron Artes with his son, Jeron Artes, guests of Senator Pacquiao.
Nice left there from Ridwan. Wanted to take control of this fight as early as he possibly can.
Nice uppercut scored there by Ridwan. Now he's connecting with frequency.
And now starting to go to the body, back to the head.
Great action here coming from Ridwan. Oh, but Ridwan is down.
That's
And
rule the
Ridwan
slip,
is-
they say.
4, 5.
No.
They're counting a knockdown.
7,
They're giving him a
8.
knockdown.
Okay.
No.
Box.
Was that a knockdown?
It is a knockdown. They gave him a standing 8.
Okay, the mandatory 8 count was told by referee Danrex Tapdazan. And that's a 10-8 round right there for Leon. Ridwan getting a little careless that time. We need to be able to see that on the replay. Was that a clean punch? Was that a slip? I thought at that stage, Ridwan had the better of the exchanges.
I agree. Right now, he knows he's got to come back.
And here we go. Here's Muhammad Ridwan.
3 of those punches connecting, Quinito.
Well, I don't think Leon has too much left. It's round number 4. We've got 2 more rounds. Leon is badly running out of gas.
But he's smiling, Quinito. He's taunting Ridwan.
Ridwan still throwing some shots. Now this has turned into a very interesting fight. There's a counter right hand coming from Leon. He's still fighting back.
Under 30 seconds here in round number 4. And it looks like Leon is now stalking Ridwan, but Ridwan still throwing the cleaner punches.
Well, he's moving around. He's moving away from Leon, and he's still throwing shots from a distance. That's where he wants this fight. Oh, nice shot there coming from Leon. Ridwan is feeling the power of Leon.
And it looks like there is a cut there on the right eye of Ridwan, but he looks to his corner, says he's okay. But Leon has got to be the happier man after round number 4. This round's best action is brought to you by Omega Sports.
Let's watch it right here. Oh, I don't know if that was a punch.
It'll be nice if we can
And
see
down.
that again.
Watch it right here. Here, Ridwan was on the attack. And we'll get a clarification from, oh, we have the WBA welterweight champion, Senator Manny Pacquiao, in the house.
8th division world champion. He is one of the 2 promoters of this event. Heading MP Promotions together with Ring Star Asia. As we enter round number 5.
Round number 5.
Oh, we just got clarification from the Games and Amusements Board. Yes, there was a knockdown that was scored by Cris Leon against Ridwan. So that will be an automatic 10-8 round for Cris Leon.
And look at that left connect in the air for Leon. Leon is now smiling, trying to taunt Ridwan. Probably saying, not in my house, we're fighting the Philippines.
Ridwan now under the gun. Scheduled for 6, we're in round number 5. Ridwan going down in round number 4 for an 8 count.
Letsu picks up the pace here in round number 5. Scheduled 6-rounder.
Now this is going to be a major upset. If somehow Cris Leon manages to beat Muhammad Ridwan, Leon with a record of 11 wins and 18 losses and 5 draws against Ridwan, who has only lost once in 12 fights. What an upset it will be if Leon manages to win this one.
Let's see if Leon tries to go back to his roughhousing tactics, because it seems like he might be ahead in the scorecards here. So we're not quite sure what the judges exactly scored in the first 3 rounds.
Well, if you gave 2 of the first 3 rounds to Muhammad Ridwan, you would have Leon now ahead by 1 in the scorecards. So this fight is still up for grabs.
But you can see Leon feeling a little bit more comfortable here. Ridwan trying to push the action.
And Leon continuing to taunt and intimidate Ridwan by saying that he's not affected by any of those punches thrown by the Singaporean. Now, we didn't expect this level of competitiveness in this fight. A lot of the people thought that it was going to be a cakewalk for Muhammad Ridwan, but Cris Leon came here to fight.
And he didn't want to be ashamed in front of his hometown fans.
Not in front of Senator Pacquiao, not in front of Ron Artes, not in front of the IBF Ratings Committee Chairman Anibal Miramontes, and not in front of the International Boxing Hall of Famer Nigel Collins. All of them watching the fights here at Resorts World Manila.
So far, everybody loving every minute of the action.
Again, the taunt coming from Cris Leon.
Ridwan trying to come up with a big punch here in round number 5. Continues to lead off with his jab.
Mouth wide open here for Cris Leon. But then connecting with a nice left hand. And might have gone down once more at the sound of the bell. That was a punch.
Was it right after the bell? We can't seem to find out. But Danex Tamnasan says no. As we take a look at this round's best action, brought to you by Ring Star Asia.
You watch it right here. The punching ability and the determination of Cris Leon. Some shots scored here from close distance. And that's where Ridwan cannot afford to be. He can't afford to be too close to Leon because he gets hit that way. He needs to be able to establish a good distance for him to throw his long-range combinations. But I thought he went down from a punch.
I agree with you.
Now, if that punch was thrown after the bell, then Leon should have been warned by the referee. He should have been told. That's a no-no. He threw a punch after the bell. And he brought down Ridwan.
It looked like it was very, very close, Quinito.
It was close.
Sixth and final round.
Looking at both of them in their corners a while ago, Quinito, it looked like Ridwan was the more spent fighter.
And here's Cris Leon. Cocky, looking very confident. And looking at his losses, he's lost 18 fights in his career. We're talking of Cris Leon. 12 of those were by knockout. But the very experienced fighter, Cris Leon, trying to hold on, and there we go. That's another takedown. Well, he's done a good job of roughhousing Ridwan.
And now, suddenly, you can see Ridwan getting irritated with the roughhousing tactics.
It looks like there's going to be a point deduction right there. There's a 1 point deduction on Cris Leon. That's because of that third takedown. And referee Tapdazan.
And that could be telling, Quinito.
Yeah, well, telling Cris Leon he's not going to take those things sitting down. Now giving him a point deduction.
Will that affect the result here,
I'll
Quinito?
tell you, this is a situation where if Ridwan is able to get this round, it'll be a 10-8 round right here. And remember, back in round number 4, when Ridwan went down, that was a 10-8 round for Cris Leon. So it's a situation that can be neutralized right here. If Ridwan is able to win this round, he can get a 10-8 round as well, even without knocking down Cris Leon.
Past the halfway point of the 6th and final round.
And the question is, can he win this round?
His final 70 seconds will be telling.
And more punches being thrown here by Ridwan.
Ridwan finding his range.
The Singaporean throwing everything he's got. He feels this is his opportunity. And look, Cris Leon is holding on. He's exhausted. There's 47 seconds left. Ridwan going for broke. Looking to end this with a flourish.
Ridwan, Quinito, wants this to be convincing.
Yeah, he needs this round badly. This can be a 10-8 round for him.
Under 30 seconds in our final round.
There's a nice shot.
There's another one.
A right straight connecting for Ridwan. And more punches here connected by Ridwan.
Everything connecting, Quinito, the last 5 punches.
Oh, this is a massacre. And looks like he's going down. He's going down and he's down. Cris Leon, obviously exhausted. The punishment. Oh, what a change of complexion here. Cris Leon going down. And Ridwan looking to finish off. Cris Leon, will he have time to do it?
This might be a 10-7 round, Quinito.
Yes, it will. It will be a 10-7 round indeed. Counting that point deduction and the big knockdown scored by Ridwan in the closing minute of that round. What an unbelievable recovery by Muhammad Ridwan. Down in round number 4.
That was resiliency shown here by Muhammad Ridwan. This round's best action is brought to you by MP Promotions.
Well, he wouldn't give up. Body shots connecting. And Cris Leon just couldn't take all that punishment to the side of the body. Going down almost for the full count, but surviving and getting up to finish the fight on his feet. What a performance. Not just by Ridwan, but by Cris Leon. As you see, Senator Manny Pacquiao with Sean Gibbons.
Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
And you see Senator Pacquiao with his wife, Mrs. Jinky Pacquiao, their son Israel. And he also saw Ron Artest, Meta World Peace, in the building as a guest of Senator Pacquiao. And everybody held in suspense. Who will win this fight? Both fighters scoring knockdowns. Leon getting a point deduction in round number 6 for his third takedown on Muhammad Ridwan. Ridwan is signed for his next fight July 19th.
Well, Cris Leon really tried to play the spoiler's role, and he might have been able to turn the tables. Let's find out what the official decision will be.
You know, this could be a draw, or Ridwan could win this fight by the skin of his teeth. Tremendous action right there. And both fighters posing for a photograph. And so far, 2 excellent fights, Anthony, in this card called Rising Stars MP Promotions, Ringstar Asia, along with Omega Boxing Gym of Cebu and Sandman Boxing Stable of JC Manangkil of General Santos City.
Well, Quinito, the best is still yet to come.
Oh yeah, 2 IBF title eliminators to cap this night of action. 2 co-main events.
As we now turn it over to our ring announcer, Mark Lontayao.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we will go to the scorecards. Judge Ed Nobleza scores the bout 56-55. He has it for Leon. Judge Gerald Tomeldan scores the bout 56-55. He has it for Ridwan. And Judge Sammy Bernabe scores the bout 56-55 for the winner by split decision, Cris Leon.
And Cris Leon has won this fight by a split decision. Oh, what an upset. What an upset. Cris Leon, a split decision. He went down in round number 6. He scored a knockdown in round number 4, but he was slapped a point deduction in round number 6. Unbelievable ending, and that's boxing. Anything can happen. A journeyman with a lot of experience, cocky, taunting Muhammad Ridwan from the opening bell, scoring a major upset over the Singaporean.
As we said, it'll be a night of great fights. Second fight is in the books. We'll be back for even more action in just a bit.